Hi everybody, it's Eric, and time for the video conversation. Had a great meeting today with our rare disease legislative advocates, talking about the importance and thanking me for the importance of NIH funding, which does so much, of course, of combating these diseases and cancers that a lot of people unfortunately have to deal with. Let's get to our questions. The first up's an email we got from Kristen in Plymouth, who emails in, Dear Eric, as your constituent and an OBGYN, I want to thank you for supporting H.R. 1318, the Preventing Maternal Deaths Act. This bipartisan, bicameral legislation is really important to helping address our nation's rising maternal mortality rate. It would help support state efforts to review and analyze individual cases and recommend relevant local solutions to prevent these devastating outcomes. Thanks again for your leadership and for supporting this vital piece of legislation. For a lot of patients, the women of our state, please help bring this important bill to the floor also for a vote. Sincerely, Kristen. Kristen, actually, thanks for writing. What Kristen is referring to is legislation that would allow more support information sharing among mortality about mortality during childbirth. Surprisingly, the United States rates 50th in the world in terms of having mortality at childbirth. It's actually a pretty staggering rate considering all the advances in technology that we have. It's a really strong bipartisan bill. I am a co-sponsor of it. It'll allow states now to help better coordinate efforts and share information, because they do say that 40% of all deaths in this category are actually preventable. Hopefully we'll get it moved up on the floor for a vote soon. Second is another email that comes in from Mark in Minnetonka, and he emailed us in, Dear Congressman Paulsen, an estimated 650,000 Americans spend multiple days a week inside a dialysis clinic just to stay alive. Please consider supporting the dialysis patient access to integrated care, empowerment, nephrologists, and treatment services, or the Patients Demonstration Act, which will help deliver high-quality, integrated care to patients that receive dialysis for end-stage renal disease. Actually, Mark, I completely agree. And for those of you that may not follow the specific acronym of that bill, that is also a bipartisan bill, has over 200 co-sponsors, and I do hope the Energy and Commerce Committee will move it forward. But it helps address the challenge that we have of making sure we have better coordinated care for those that do have end-stage renal disease, which is a critical kidney disease that impacts a lot of folks, especially seniors. So this would actually establish demonstration projects for coordinated care, led by teams of doctors in this category. They actually focus time and attention on it. It has the great possibility of producing good results with strong bipartisan support, so a one-stop shop, in essence, that this demonstration project would allow, would really help patients at all categories for coordinated care that they really deserve and need. Thanks for joining the conversation. Continue to reach out anytime on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, of course, on the website, paulsen.house.gov. Have a great weekend and a great week.